Hello, Jessica Alam from the Finance News Network. Joining me today from First Graphene is Executive Director Peter Ute. Peter, welcome back.
Thanks, Jessica. Pleasure to be back speaking with you.
First up, you just opened your Henderson graphene facility. Congratulations. Can you tell us a little bit about the facility, who attended the opening, state and federal support, and your production schedule for the plant?
The commercial graphene facility was officially opened by Josh Wilson, the federal member for the seat of Fremantle, on November the 23rd. Henderson is within the seat of Fremantle, and it was great to have Josh attend. The opening was attended by about 40 people, including Senator Slade Brockman. We subsequently received last week federal government funding for $1.5 million for a CRCP application that we had lodged. We were one of 15 parties who were granted the applications, and that was out of 70 people who had actually participated. And as Josh stated in his speech, it was wonderful that this enormous potential will be explored and enabled through a production facility in Henderson. And it's exactly the kind of smart, innovative, cutting-edge business that we should be into. So the plant is due to be progressively commissioned during the first 2 months of 2018. And when it's fully operational, and if it was running on a 24/7 basis, it would have the capacity to do about 90 to 100 tonnes of graphene per annum.
Very good. Viewers will recall the appointment of materials expert Andy Goodwin. What progress is he making with European clients?
Well, Andy's wasted no time at all in contacting potential clients after he returned from his initial visit here to Australia. And during the week the plant was being opened, he was in Italy meeting with a client, and last Monday samples were dispatched from Henderson to that client in Italy, as well as further samples being sent to the UK. And Andy's got further meetings in the UK over the coming fortnight, so he certainly isn't letting the grass grow under his feet. And his enthusiasm for all of this is a consequence of him being able to see that he is going to be able to present and sell to people a high quality, low defect product at a really commercially competitive price. So he's due out here again during early January for another quarterly visit.
And it's been a busy period with the business attending the ID TechX conference in Santa Clara, California. What is the event, Peter, and what level of interest did you receive?
Yeah, well, ID TechX, we've been to both of their conferences this year, the one in Berlin in May and the one in Santa Clara. They're a company that specialises in market research and putting together events on emerging technologies. And at Santa Clara, they had in excess of 250 exhibitors, and more importantly, they had 3,500 people that had registered to attend the conference. And the people who attend it include, business development people from groups such as, the global paint manufacturer Sherwin-Williams, consumer technology groups such as Bose, and cement additive companies such as Barrier One Admixture, and many others. We can receive considerable interest, particularly as our graphene was such a high quality and is so competitively priced. And in fact, tomorrow, a shipment of sale product will be sent from Henderson to the US for a customer who had made their initial inquiry as a result of our attendance at the conference.
Last question, Peter. First Graphene had its AGM recently. Can you share with us highlights from the chairman's address?
We had the annual general meeting the day after we'd had the official opening. And as Warwick Grigger, who is our chairman, said in his address, and as he'd said at the opening on the previous day, this production facility represented the completion of one journey and the commencement of another. So in a little over 2 years, we have progressed from an initial test of our Sri Lankan graphite for use as graphene into having built what is arguably a commercial graphene facility of global significance. And secondly, that's been achieved with a very small expenditure. And that is a credit to the resourcefulness of our team, particularly led by our Managing Director, Craig McGuckin. And through careful management and sourcing of equipment for the facility, Craig's been able to achieve excellent cost reductions. And in many cases, this has led to savings of up to 80% for us, which is really great. So on the back of that, we're looking forward to an exciting and productive 2018. And on that note, I wish you and your listeners a safe and happy holiday season, and look forward to updating you again on our progress during early 2018.
Peter Ute, thanks as always for the update.
All right. Thank you, Jess.